Yo!
How many times you had? You just
You know what? We was having company, and y'all probably just heard they left. You know what I'm saying? But I knew they was coming. But when I came in, it was a smell in here. It was like a shitty ass smell. I'm like, the fuck? And I'm like, no lie, this is what I did. I was like, you don't smell that? Yo. So I lit a candle. So my the behind the scenes guy right here, you know what I'm saying? He thought I was like the candle to
his new name is Shadow.
Shadow.
You was setting them up.
So he thought I was like trying to impress people. I'm like, no, I don't want their first impression to be what I thought. So I'm trying to get rid of this shitty smell. And then that's when the Shadow, the guy behind the scenes, he said, "Oh, that's because I just took a shit. That's the bathroom door open there, goddamn thing." Like, so, which pissed me off was that I inhaled at least about 12 times. Like, y'all don't smell that?
Yeah, that ain't my fault.
So, yeah, that's.
Then you came, sat down, took your drink. You know they call that a sniff too.
I don't know. I might well eat a hot dog or banana and shit. That's some wrong ass glizzy shit to do. Let me do this one more time to make sure that my senses. Yeah, that shit. That's right there. That's a shitty ass building. Made me feel bad about myself.
So you got anything you been talking about, thinking about?
Hey, I was thinking about that. First of all, that Vikings game. The Bills and shit.
I used to fuck with the Vikings.
Bills dumbass and shit. Like, y'all don't even have a rivalry. So, you know what I'm saying? When it's like when it's like fourth and, you know what I'm saying? What was it? Fourth and four. You know, instead of kicking a field goal, y'all try to go for it and they intercepted it. Y'all just gave them the momentum. And they held that momentum the whole game and shit. Mm-hmm. That's why the shit happened the way it happened.
I watched none of that.
But speaking of sports, you know what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving.
Basketball.
Now, like, he is in a dilemma that I kind of think he created himself, that I don't think he knew what he was doing. But then the backlash of it is, I don't agree that y'all got him doing way more than, you know what I'm saying, what was necessary. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I can apologize, but to denounce what, you know what I'm saying, he was really looking for, I'm trying to educate myself. My opinion, then educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to put that, you know, Negroes versus Hebrews to Negroes. You didn't have to put that you was advertising that, you know, without knowing that you was doing that.
You know what's fucked up to me about it all though? So they saying, because he didn't post anything to it or nothing, he ain't say anything on it or nothing. So it's like now I can't look at something because I can't look at something, so y'all don't control how I look or what I see. And since we live in a world of social media, I can't look at or post something, because if he just said something that they were thinking, he was thinking, because they was decided to think for him, obviously. But if he said anything, it would be different. But he didn't say anything when he posted, he just posted it.
But I'm an empathetic person.
Trying not to think of shit.
And I tell people this right here. There are things that African Americans are very sensitive about, that if another culture brings that up, you know what I'm saying? Like I was telling people in the shop, a noose, that's a tool. You learn how to make one of them in Boy Scouts. You know what I'm saying? That is used for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just a hanging method. You know what I'm saying? But when you bring that around African Americans and you're white holding it, you know what I'm saying? There's something that we feel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't get it. Maybe an Asian don't get it. American Indian don't get it. We get it. You know what I'm saying? So we're sensitive to shit like that. Your chicken jokes and your watermelon. We're sensitive. You don't work. You're lazy. And we built this country, but we lazy. You know what I'm saying? And we built South America. That's a whole fucking continent. And Mexico.
Spain also.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They had slaves. 70% were slaves. You know what I'm saying? But we sensitive to that. So how can I tell another culture or a race or a religion, you know what I'm saying, just because I don't feel it? Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying, did a song, you know what I'm saying, they don't really care about us, but he used the word kike, you know what I'm saying, and people, you know what I'm saying, of a certain, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying, they felt that it was, you know what I'm saying, demeaning to their people. You know what I'm saying? So he had to remove that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get it. Kike, what the fuck? I never heard that word before in my life.
It's a racial slur.
If you don't understand it, understand this. Why can you call a white girl, you know what I'm saying? If you say, shut up, bitch, they don't give a fuck. But call them a cunt. They go like ballistic and shit. Call a black girl a cunt. She don't give a fuck. Call her a bitch. She's ballistic. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
but how do white girls actually be like, shut up, white bitch?
I remember when I learned that word and shit, you know what I'm saying? Cunt, a white dude told me that.
Can't
you know
wait
what I'm
to
saying?
say that shit.
I really could not.
Did you feel like you was closer to pussy because you said cunt?
When I told that white girl, you fucking cunt, when I watched her just go the fuck off, the reaction, if a white girl went off on you, African American woman, you'd be like, what bitch? And you would challenge that. Right here, it was just like, because what I was seeing, the reaction was like abnormal to me and shit. I said the word cunt, and this bitch went ballistic. Who the fuck do you think you talking to? She didn't say nigger or nothing like that, but she was really, and I'm just amazed at the shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how Jewish people in that book, that documentary, and this is why I can't tell you everything about it because I refuse to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Guess it's called, you know what I'm saying, Hebrews to Negroes. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, I'm listening on ESPN, I'm listening, you know what I'm saying, to Fox, and I'm listening to CNN, and in this documentary, you know what I'm saying, it's saying that, you know what I'm saying, Hitler was right about exterminating the Jews. Whoa, that's fucked up. That's almost like saying the white man was right about turning Africans into slaves. You know what I'm saying? So if I can feel that strong about, hold on, you said it's right for Africans to be slaves? I can imagine how they feel when you say Hitler was right, but that's in that documentary. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up about it. So, you know, that's like if Justin Bieber just put out some Jim Crow shit. You know what I'm saying? If he put out that Jim Crow book, you know what I'm saying, and then now everybody now want to look into it. That's what happened when he did that. You know what I'm saying? Because in Amazon, that documentary, you know what I'm saying, went to #1 in Amazon. Number one.
My gripe on it is, excuse me, pardon yourself. My gripe on it is, like, it's like they lumping dude into what the shit that they trying to give Kanye. So it's like,
that's what it's stemmed
it's on the back, but the coattails of what Kanye was talking about, but
he supported it.
He didn't say anything. He just posted something.
I know. That's just like if Justin. That's like if somebody say, "Niggers ain't shit. You fucking dogs. You should be slaves again." And then all of a sudden, Justin Bieber, you know what I'm saying, just put a post up. He don't say nothing, but it's the Jim Crow book. You know what I'm saying? That right there, you be like, what the? So that'll cause other people to look into that, and then them sales go right through the roof and shit. And then everybody is not the same. Some people's gonna actually believe that, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit that was in there.
That's true.
So some people's really gonna believe that the Jews is gonna die. They deserve to die. You know what I'm saying? Hitler was right. So I refuse to match that. I'm not about to sit up there and Google that, but you know what I'm saying? And then now I'm watching this documentary, and then it, you know what I'm saying, that feeds off to whoever created the documentary. Now he's just #1, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't shit really. You had probably about 1.5 million views and shit. Now you got 1 billion. Because everybody in the world is looking at this.
That's true.
And it's off of hate, you know what I'm saying? So once I heard that part, and I was like, I don't even want to hear none of it. I don't want to hear none of it. So
I think that they really shouldn't. I get it to a point, but I think they doused more gas on that fire that they created than they had to. They could have just let that be.
But that's what we do.
And then, like, they could have let it be. Went to him like, don't, you know, right as of right now, don't post no.
So George Floyd, imagine if another race or religion said, George Floyd, African Americans, just let it be. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm speaking of
that's
Kyrie as an individual.
Only thing I don't agree with,
if it could fuck up his brand because they worried about the brand.
Apologize, he's already done that, but to say I denounce it, I denounce my education of it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think that's what I'm saying. They put gas on the fire. It shouldn't be. I don't think he should have had to go that far to speak on it. The first shit that they asked him to do, all right, it's the brand. I'll do it. You know what I mean? Because he waited and was like, man, I'm not doing that shit because that ain't the case. And then he was like, all right, do it because they telling you. It's aging and people and family. What you gotta do, man, is white, man. You gotta do it just to.
But
keep
that's
the
how
ball
other
rolling.
cultures feel about us, you know what I'm saying, when you had the George Floyd thing, you know what I'm saying, then now next poor people want to, you know what I'm saying, defund the police department and all that. I'm pretty sure other races and other religions like, but just let it be, you know, how much do you want? You want to defund the police and now the police ain't equipped with, you know, it's almost like the same thing. So I put myself in a position like as if, you know what I'm saying, I am Jew. You know what I'm saying, or Jewish, you know what I'm saying? And I know there's a lot of people that sit up there and say,
More of a Jew than
them is
they
not
are.
the original Jews and like stop saying that if you're not gonna do that. I hate a person that says, you know what I'm saying, you need to be upon your knowledge, but with all that knowledge that you got, you know what I'm saying, how does it help you? You know what I'm saying, you still work at a warehouse, you know what I'm saying, making like $13. There's $20 an hour jobs out there. Like if you really felt it, then how about you turn your children into original Jews? You know what I'm saying? All you need is a Hebrew name, be circumcised, and you pass bar mitzvah. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need to do. But I don't like the people that say that I know all the knowledge and you brainwashed and you lost it, but you're not doing anything with it.
I've been circumcised. I'm halfway there.
Yeah, you have what? Sean. Is Sean? No, I don't think Sean is a Hebrew name. You know what I'm saying? But it's really about just the religion of it. You don't have to be a certain color or a certain this. It's the religion. And the people that say, I hear people say, y'all worshiping a white man's Jesus and all that. That's not a white man's religion. White people do not have a religion. Please tell me what a white religion is. You know what I'm saying? Asians got Buddha. You know what I'm saying? You got India. You know what I'm saying? They got their life after death. You know what I'm saying? They got you know what I'm saying? They got their religion. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a Jew, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're a Muslim or a Christian, those characters were black. Asians, white people and Spanish people and Hispanic people, they adopted a black religion. You know what I'm saying? You didn't worship a white religion because that's not theirs. They adopted your religion and turned it into theirs, which we could have did our own self because if you look at Mexico, Maria, she's olive color. She's their color. So we could have did any character in the Bible our color.
Right.
And I don't
Everybody, the originals were of color. Many different shades as well.
And when you look into all religions and shit, you know what I'm saying, that's when you'll sit up there and say, I'm not a Christian, I'm not Jewish, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Buddhist, I'm not none of that. You know what I am? Spiritual. That's what I am. I'm spiritual because every goddamn religion says do unto others that you wish for them to do unto you. Karma. You know what I'm saying? Every religion says that. So that's why I have no haters. See, I treat every fucking body the same. Everybody.
I've never been a hater.
I have.
But I've had,
I still am.
But I've had like where I'm a little standoffish. Like if I don't fuck with something, I leave that shit over there.
Notre Dame. I hate Notre Dame.
Oh, that's different. You didn't say sports.
I don't give a fuck. I hate y'all. I hate your color.
You didn't say
I hate your
sports.
gold sprinkled helmet with real gold. Why, you fucking loser? I hate Rudy. You know what I'm saying? I hate everything about. I'm a hater. I don't care if they're doing good. I wish them not to do good. Further, I'm a hater. I know what I'm a hater.
If you just said sports, I would have definitely said I hate fucking Michigan.
I don't hate them
You just said it.
because I'm Big Ten too. I want Ohio State and Michigan, or Ohio State and another Big Ten, because they dogs the fuck out of the Big Ten. This year, I can understand because we ain't that cool and shit. You know, we ain't that good and shit. But last year and the year before that, man, we was having like 6 teams in the top motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, 15 and shit. Like, and y'all keep putting the SEC and the ACC just somewhere you basketball school playing motherfuckers. I hate y'all. I hate Alabama. It's so sad what's going on to them, but it's fun. Y'all lost again and shit. Y'all about to be ranked 16th.
But the nigga, so that just means there's more motherfuckers in the pot. And that's where people get misconstrued at about as the world evolves year after year, century after century, mixing and gallivanting, motherfuckers from the original, they go from the original, they're trying to live from the original writers, the original shit, but as the world evolves, it's never gonna be the same again. So in our eyesight, to us, we see white people as Jews. I don't know who the first motherfucker that made the first record exactly, and I was supposed to sing y'all, dude, Iron Belly, I forgot his name. I'm gonna still send it to y'all so y'all can see that movie and we're gonna talk about it. But also, what was presented as the Jew, a Jew, today is in terms not the same of what we have thought. Now, I ain't speaking to me in general. I'm thinking about original teachings. So, like you said, people have adopted the religions, every religion, Muslim, Islam, my bad, and Christianity and Catholic, all that shit has been adopted. But also at the same time, with all these different shits, they have created the face of them too.
I created my own religion, kind of. Not my own religion. I decoded religion. That's what I did. I decoded.
I remember. You had a subtitle on your name at one time.
What? Where?
Remember on your rap, like Paul Parker.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was it right there. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like your religion is like so fucking unfair because whatever your parents and grandparents is, that's what you're going to be unless you go to prison. You know what I'm saying? You become a religion that your parents aren't. You know what I'm saying? But you know, fuck the Bible. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Study religion. You know what I'm saying? I tell everybody all the time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you read the Bible and you go to church, you're like, I want to live like and walk like Jesus. And Jesus was a Jew. That's what he was. So if you're a Christian, how can you understand what Jesus is until you look into the, you know what I'm saying, Jew religion? You know what I'm saying? Look into that.
So it's like everybody picked somebody out the Bible and stood behind them, like different record labels or some shit like that. And you know what I mean? Like how Rockefeller is Rockefeller now, man. You know what I'm saying? You get all the Rockaware and rock shit to go with it, and you gonna rap a lot. You get all the rap a lot shit to go with that. You got Def Jam, you got the Def Jam shit, the shit they talking about. So like Catholics, you know, a lot of I don't know no specific Catholics like for me to speak on. I don't know no one that's actually a Catholic like that, or you know, just other religions for me to really speak in depth about it. But it just seemed like
white people are Catholic.
A lot of white people are Catholic, but a lot of Latin people are Catholic, and they take the Mother Mary as like that's who they pray to and shit.
They took a little piece of the Jewish religion, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, because like Christians, you can forgive yourself for your sins. You know what I'm saying? Catholics and Jews, you can't do that. You have to go to the priest and confess your sins, and then he talks to God, and God talks to him and tells you what you got to do. So that's why they always doing this with the rosary.
Right, say this many Hail Marys.
28 Hail Marys and all that stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? So what? You know what I'm saying? Like when you look into like religion, is the majority of it is Jew. You know what I'm saying? Christianity. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Muslim. You know, because they're all intertwined into one.
Right.
All of their books, the Torah,
it all comes back to the same.
And the Bible, they got the same characters and all that stuff right there. Right. It's just that what throws it off is that when the Bible was created, you know what I'm saying, the English created the book. You know what I'm saying? Jesus never touched the book. You know what I'm saying? The book is a creation. That's what the Bible is. The Bible. What does that mean?
So who did they get the information from to talk about another nigga saying the nigga was here?
No, the Bible is you know what I'm saying? It means the book. That's what it is. The Bible means the book. Right. You know what I'm saying? In King James, it said King James Version. You know what I'm saying? If me and Play got into a fight and you was a witness, that's your version of what happened. Right. You could be wrong and shit. You could be supporting him because that's your brother and shit. You know
but King James is the second. That's the
you just notice that. You know, you gotta look at, if you want to know about the Bible, first of all, look at the King James. That's number one, King James Version. Nobody says, what the fuck is King James? You know what I'm saying? Look into him. He just noticed that
all the black shit out.
In the Bible, I mean, he just noticed that in that religion that you're supposed to give 10% of your tithes to the church. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, fuck that. I'm already taxing y'all people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm taxing the church also. You know what I'm saying? But if I force y'all to go to church, that means I'm getting your taxes. You paying taxes to me anyway. But then when you go to church, you paying 10% of your yearly earnings to this church, I'm gonna tax the church again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taxing you. And
So that's King James reincarnated because they're taxing Kyrie's ass for just thinking about some shit. They're making that nigga pay.
In my opinion, I don't think
it was
he
what,
thought
5,000.
If you just seen Kanye West lose a whole lot behind this, why would you? I wouldn't even touch you. That's on you. That's what you doing. You said that, whatever. But for you to put that inadvertently, I don't think he knew the damage that he was doing. Yes, it said a lot of good things that's positive and all that, but when you sat up there and praised Hitler in this about the Jews, then it's like, because I'm hearing very reliable sources, you know, ESPN, you know what I'm saying? If you sit up there and say some shit, you know what I'm saying, on CNN, it's not real, you know, you're gone, you know, you're out of here. We don't trust you, you know what I'm saying, anymore. So,
but he's a show pony. He's also, they got stock in that boy, so they want to shut his ass up before he.
But he never should have did that right there. Because if you're only looking at it as an average, like when people see this video, I notice that people that see it, I know people in the shop when we talk about it, they see it, but you're looking at it in an African American point of view. So when you hear words that, you know what I'm saying, Hitler was right, he should have exterminated the Jews. If you're a Jew, you know what I'm saying, that don't sit well with you. Right. That's like almost something you're watching you know, and it's targeted towards a certain race. But you hear, or religion, you hear somebody say, well, the Americans was right. They should have enslaved the Africans. You, as an African American, don't feel offended. So they're supposed to feel offended. And it's equal. If you're mad at it, then you shouldn't disrespect them for being mad.
I get it. I definitely get it. I just think that the loops, it's like they lighting the hoops on fire. Like, all right, now nigga, let's see if you can jump through this one for us.
I don't agree with the denounce it, because he's learning. He said, I'm just learning. I'm trying to figure out. So y'all, I believe he was like, look through this right here. It explains a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't think when it came to the Jewish part, it's just when it went in and out the other. He's just looking for the African American.
Right, exactly. And that's so he won't be in a conversation with somebody that look like an ass.
Yeah.
Trying to have a conversation about some shit. And he's like, he really don't know what he's talking about. Because who wants to be the motherfucker in a conversation? It's like, nigga, you don't shut the fuck up, because you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
But I seriously did not want to dig into it once I heard like 3 different versions on 3 different networks talk about the Jews and Hitler. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, whoa. And then when, you know what I'm saying, Best Buy, is it Best Buy or is it Amazon? I don't know. But that documentary went to #1 out of nowhere. It wasn't #1 like, you know what I'm saying, 3 months ago.
True.
All of a sudden, now it is.
And that's to me, with that happening, that goes almost back to the shit Kanye was talking about. What Kanye is saying. They blew that up. They put it in the press, and they put it all over the place that he said this, he think this, that.
But they're missing, and he's narcissistic. That's a mental illness that I don't hear him talk about.
I'm not really speaking about Kanye's mental illness, wellness. Because he's not totally fucked up.
No, he felt untouchable. That's why he said.
Right, but I'm saying, I'm speaking about specific. I'm not thinking about the whole thing. I'm speaking about what got Kyrie, him going through his whole shit rant, or him going through what he feel. I can't say because
if he wasn't always injured, he would have had nothing to say.
If he was doing what he's supposed to do and took that motherfucking booster shot.
No. I don't agree with that.
No, I'm just saying they wouldn't be fucking with him if he didn't take that motherfucking shot.
Probably.
But he's just constantly, to them, he's a liability because it's like, goddamn, nigga, you won't take the shot, nigga won't shut the fuck up, nigga. But I'm just saying, like, I think they tossing gas on the shit. They could have just hollered at his publicist or his manager, like, tell him chill out.
Or he could have.
Shit pass.
Hey, is it alright if I post this? And he probably like,
that too.
Whoa,
yeah.
Let me look into this. I'm gonna look at this documentary. Then I'm gonna tell you what to do. He said, whoa, no.
So hold on then. With you saying that, right? That takes us all the way back to the beginning, not necessarily in the content, but on how motherfuckers act in situations when they need to be counseled. When we were speaking about when we were speaking about Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr.'s son, and Ghost was over there, Shadow, aka New Shadow, was over there saying that nigga, his pops, whatever, was like, nigga, whatever, giving him game from an older standpoint or from the outside looking into the situation. You feel me? Somebody that's like him being his publicist too. But that's somebody giving you some shit on the other ends. Like, nigga, that's wrong.
But that's
so going to
said.
Kyrie and he got a publicist or his manager
easier
telling
said
him.
than done. Because you know how many times on this show you have been very disrespectful to the Hispanic community.
I love
you know what I'm saying?
people.
You know, arriba! You know, you gonna put that as a you know what I'm saying? Or when you say to them, say these white motherfuckers, these Mexicans, these midgets, you know what I'm saying? You say a lot of racial shit, you say a lot of offensive shit, and you ain't asked nobody before you said what you said.
Because they my people, I love them.
Yeah, you love them and shit, but they don't know that. All they heard was, you know what I'm saying? Rah! All you said, hold on, what the fuck they got to do with food?
I could say that shit right. Shout out.
Yeah. See, these white bitches, let me tell you something about these white bitches. These white bitches got you fucked up. When you do that right there, imagine somebody saying these black bitches, white motherfuckers saying these black bitches.
But that's what they doing to us, is saying these
I know, but that don't make it equal. If a motherfucker...
they did Kyrie in there with what they did to Kanye. They trying to kill two niggas with one song.
When people say this, I hear this a lot. They did this other. So for child molester, fuck and molested another child. So that when that child grows up, it happened to me, so I could do it to somebody else. No, it's wrong. If it's wrong when it's done to you, it's wrong if you do it to somebody else the exact same way.
Even if I love you.
You can't love a motherfucker and fuck him over at the same time. It's just, you know, and let's say I was white. I got a white name. I got a white name. Paul Clark. I gotta have a white full name. What if I was white and I said, let me tell you something about you niggas? You know what I'm saying? You're like, what the fuck? You right? Yeah, you can't. So you can't do that right there.
So pull back, Kyrie, my G.
Yeah. But I would not sit there and denounce.
They saying
I wouldn't denounce and they
because it's like Shaq and LeBron throwing him under the bus.
It's almost like they want to take his manhood for that shit right there. You know, everybody else and shit, you know what I'm saying, just apologize. You know what I'm saying? Even if they felt that was right, you know what I'm saying, to keep your money flowing, because more money, more problems. You know what I'm saying? I just bought me a, you know what I'm saying, a $4 million mansion and shit. I got to do the upkeep on this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like $2,000 a week just for the lawn and shit. You know, I gotta keep. But if I lose my money and shit, what the fuck? So I gotta apologize
because you're already getting by on bullshit.
Yeah. You think Kevin Hart really meant that apology?
Thing is, Paul,
his shit was a joke. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta apologize to the LB fuck you crew.
That's
you know
what
I'm saying? I'm not homophobic, but y'all motherfuckers is just touchy and y'all doing shit for no fucking reason. I'm an African American and we don't do that motherfucking shit.
Yeah,
we can accept like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But y'all touchy and shit.
And that's what I'm saying as far as
some of my best friends are gay. That's so racist.
It's like you racist about everything now.
But what it is.
So if I like fat bitches,
everybody is racist.
If I like fat bitches and I like looking at the fat girls that walk by, am I racist against skinny girls?
That's not race.
I like fucking them too.
No, that has nothing to do with race. You know what I'm saying? You got fat black bitches and fat white bitches, fat Hispanic bitches, fat Asian bitches.
Fat love.
That's just, you discriminate.
Big love.
You discriminate against, you know what I'm saying? I compliment everybody.
Me too, I like all ladies.
Like when I go through my Facebook, I push like on everybody's shit.
Big bitches.
Even you
ugly bitches.
You the ugly bitch, but you think your Shopper World or City Trend outfit is popping and shit, and you smiling, you happy as fuck, and even you niggas and shit, you think you just popping and shit like, nah, your edge up is fucked up, nigga, homie. But you proud and shit. I'm gonna push like or heart on your shit because it's your birthday or whatever. I'm gonna help your esteem. I hope you get 400 likes and shit, you know, and I'm gonna support it.
Oh yeah, that too. I do that.
I like everybody's shit on. When I go to my Facebook, when I'm taking a shit on the toilet, I'm like, boop, 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 boop. I'm liking everybody's shit unless you sitting on that sink with your ass out. Unless you arguing with your family, unless you these bitches. If you saying something negative, I'll skip that. I'll skip that right there. You had to make that face when you did that.
Cause that's what they be doing, man. I'll be like,
that was like 12 seconds of that look that you did. Do it again. See, you ashamed that you did it to begin with.
I'm ashamed because I was in the moment.
That was like you was ejaculating and shit.
Yeah, that's all right. This is my hand. It's not. I'm like, this is the phone.
I want a girlfriend.
You had one day, Paul.
Somebody gotta make my heart beat fast though. I can be around the prettiest girl. If my heart don't beat fast for you and shit, you just some girl named Felicia. That's all you is.
Did your heart beat a little while ago?
I thought you was asleep. Boom! This nigga snored twice, nigga, but you woke up out of that shit right here. This is Shadow, our engineer. What was his old name?
Technical Ghost.
Yeah, the Ghost and Shadow and all. And he always in black
Shadow
with his black ass beard and his black ass hat and his black ass shirt and his black ass skin. But see, if I was white, you'd be offended. His black ass skin.
Fuck you, boy.
I'm the only brown skinned dude on the. It was equally. Fuck you, Giddy, because it was equally. You know what I'm saying? It was equal. Color scheme was just.
It was a nice little red, nice little color.
Now I can be jumped at any moment now. If you only knew who Ghost and Shadow was.
Oh my God, man, it's been a good one.
My baby sat in his lap. I was like, I see that.
More like made a cry.
I saw that. Yeah.
It was the same thing. But yeah, it's awesome. I'm glad to see y'all guys out here today. And next week we got Honey in the house, don't we?
Who was Honey?
We got Honey.
Who was Honey?
And we got the country.
That stripper?
No, she's more beautiful than that.
She better not be selling no goddamn honey.
She's selling honey.
Jamaica?
We got Jamaica honey in high class.
Oh, see, that's so fucked up. I swear to God, I did not know what they were talking about, but Jamaica, you know I know you and shit, but when I heard that honey part, I'm like, let me find out what is Jamaica.
You knew it was honey.
She is sexy, right? I love her eyes. That's what I don't even like light-skinned girls or brown-skinned girls. I like dark-skinned women and shit, but
she's gonna come and sit in with us.
She got the sexiest eyes.
And talk some shit.
I'm gonna wear a suit.
And show us some creativity.
And I'm gonna rub my beard a lot.
Mm-hmm. So Jamaica, you know.
And lick my lips. I'm gonna be LL. What's she advertising?
Everything. She's beautiful. She's coming to tell us.
I'm trying to get Britt Romit on it. That's some fucked up ass name. You got a fucked up ass name. Britt Romit. Womit. Cause she do a lot of whole shit too with the nails and the massages and just all that shit.
We need you on here, Britt. Holler at us. We'll definitely holler at you. And we're gonna pay a bill on our way out tonight. I got a taste for some green.
I want something different.
I ain't got it yet.
Some chicken from Martha's Kitchen when ain't no ingredients missing this and I want brisket. I like my cornbread this thick. Check out the phone, come get this. They got the biggest sandwiches. Thank you, Jesus. Is that macaroni and cheese up? Is that macaroni and cheese up? Is that macaroni and cheese up? Yup.
Our famous kitchen. Holler at us. We got you.
So racist.
Life should be relaxing, but it's not. Sometimes we have to create our own enjoyment with many different creme brulee flavors, such as blackberry plum, strawberry rose, peach, and pomegranate mango. Also, don't forget lemon haze and berry beautiful. Relax, kick your feet up, and enjoy the taste. Creme velour, draped imperial grapes. Creme velour, my lord. And I am Broadway, aka the big homie. Today I was renamed Dimple Dog.
No, she said something about dog face or something.
Dog Dimple. One of them I enjoyed it. But big homie is nothing else. And I'm with my main guy.
This is Paul Clark, that born and raised Lincoln Parker.
And behind the scenes we got my nigga
He got a bunch
Technical Ghost.
He got a bunch
Shadow.
Yo.
Dressing off
Without
black.
him there's no us.
Black beard ass nigga and shit.
And check us out for those, check us out with Giddy. Hit the page with Giddy.
Cuss his kids out and
holler at us.
I love working goddamn dishes.
Go
I know
to
that much.
YouTube. Go to YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Spotify, Anchor, like, comment, subscribe. The Raw Way Show. Also, Instagram, The Raw Way Show Podcast.
Podcast, that big ass watch you got on. I just seen that right over there. That Captain America shield.
Also, YouTube, Our Famous Kitchen, YouTube, Rawway 13, Facebook, Rawway Jordan, Rawway, the podcast, and yeah, we popping.
I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on the street boy beats. I'm on it, man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped. On the strip.